beauties, it's Amy aka Dreadlock Mama RNY, coming at you with a quick video. I am in Wisconsin with my husband in a hotel room. He had some training for his new job up here, and I thought that it might be a nice getaway to come with him and just hang out in the hotel room during the week while he's off training. It's not very often at all that I get to be by myself. We have so many kids that I'm always surrounded by kids and having to run here and there, and everything's just been so chaotic recently that I thought it would be nice to just come and chill out here, and I'm really glad that I did. Just to get into my stats really quick, I really don't have anything accurate for you. I can tell you that I believe I'm like 23 weeks out now from surgery. I had surgery on March the 12th of 2018. I weighed in at about 173 pounds.
I hate it when I do that. I mean 273 pounds.
300 pounds. Last time I weighed, which has been about a week ago, I was weighing around 183 pounds. So I've had significant weight loss. I'm very happy with my results so far. I feel like I've lost some weight this week too. We'll see. When I get home, I'll be able to weigh again, but I was in Alabama last week, got home just in time to wash some laundry and repack and leave the next morning for Wisconsin. So I just haven't even had time. But I thought I would just share quickly just some non-scale victories that I've had recently. I was in Alabama because I was taking my oldest son to college, to Bible college. I know he's going to do great things, but any of you that have had to deal with your child moving far away will know how I feel right now. My heart is breaking. But while we were down in Alabama, we actually took part of our youth group from church down there too. Well, at that conference, the teenagers, all the kids, sit on the floor. They all just sit like cross-legged and on the floor, and then they've got some chairs around the outside for the adults, and all the chairs were full. So I was sitting on the floor with the kids, and it hit me that this was a really big deal, that I felt so comfortable sitting on the floor for hours. Before, because my knees hurt so bad all the time, that would have just killed me. It would have been uncomfortable because my thighs were so big, my butt was so big, my belly was so big. Even just to get up and down off the floor to stand back up would have been awkward and hard. So that was a big non-scale victory for me. Even just the whole traveling this far, being in the car that long is totally different. You know, my feet still swell a little bit. I think everybody does when they travel, their hands and feet and stuff, from not, like, your circulatory system is, you're not moving around like you're supposed to. But anyways, before, I would have just been miserable. My feet and my ankles would have been humongous by the time I got to Alabama from sitting that long. And so that was a really big deal to be able to travel so comfortably. And just to feel small in that car seat, you know, like I had so much room. It's just so much more comfortable. The seatbelt, you know, it was getting to the point where the seatbelt fit me so tight. I hardly had any give in a seatbelt at all because I was just so big. So that part's really nice. We had taken the kids to the state fair right before we had to leave and take Zion to college. And it was so fun to get on rides again at the state fair. There was a few of them that were like, the little area you were crawling into to get into the seat was so small, and I was able to just pop right in there and get in and out as well as my kids did. I mean, almost with more ease than what my kids were getting in and out of some of those rides. So that was really awesome because I love rides. I love roller coasters. Kings Island is like right next door to us because I live in Indiana. Kings Island's in Ohio, and I cannot wait to go to Kings Island this year and ride the rides. We're going to be going to Disney this year. I'm a roller coaster freak. I love that stuff. So it just makes me really happy. Just compliments from my husband that have made me feel so good. One thing about my husband is that he has never made me feel ugly, never made me feel like I was too fat, never made me feel any different. Even though I weighed in the 140 some pound range when we got married, and then the most I ever got up to during our marriage when I wasn't pregnant was like the 170, 180 pound range, which is smaller than where I am now. For me to balloon up like I did and to be over 300 pounds and him to not treat me any differently, I think is just amazing. I don't think every woman is blessed with that, or every man is blessed with a woman who is like that. So I just have to give a shout out to him that he always made me feel beautiful. He always made me feel wanted. And I feel like just that much love and support helped me have this surgery. And maybe you'll get to see a little bit more of him in this video. I think that's all I can think of right now as far as non-scale victories that I wanted to share with you guys. Oh, no, I do have more. Okay, so shopping is so unbelievably hard when you're especially at the very high end of the plus sizes. So when you are out in Walmart, or I think even Target, I mean, I don't shop at Target much, but any of your normal places where people pop in to buy something really quick, even out at the mall, whatever, it seems like, to me at least, from what I've seen, unless you go into a specialty store, like the biggest size that you're gonna see is like a 22, 24. It's very rare to find anything bigger than that. And I was right at the top of that range. I was wearing the size 22, 24, like the biggest size they're gonna have out there. It was hard sometimes even to find the 3X's that I needed. And so anytime I would have to go buy clothes, not only was it hard to find my size, but it was hard to find something that would look okay on me. And so on this trip, I've had a couple times where I've had to, well, in Alabama and here, where I've had to pop out to the store and grab something really quick. I needed another pair of jeggings. I live in black jeggings right now because I like the way they look and they're comfortable, and I can wear the same pair of jeggings for a long time. I buy them a little tight, and then they conform so much and stretch so much. They're really bariatric friendly. But anyways, I needed a new pair of jeggings. I was wearing out the ones that I had, and I realized I probably didn't bring enough with me on my trip, so I popped into Walmart, grabbed a pair of jeggings real quick, size 12/14, by the way, which was really cool, and was able to, I didn't even have to try them on. I just came back to the hotel and put them on, and they fit great. So that was cool to be able to just pop in and find your size really easy and take it with you and go. All right, so I'm gonna shut up now, quit rambling on, and maybe vlog some more later for you guys. But I'm glad to be back on here with you. I'm glad to be getting more content on here. I'm glad that you guys haven't left me and thought that I fell in a ditch somewhere. So, all right, bye guys. I'll see you in a minute.
You gotta be all fancy there.
I'm out here listening to music with my boyfriend. Band's not too bad.
Yeah, it really is.
Hey guys, so I got up early with my husband. I've been getting up early with him and going down to the lobby and having breakfast before he leaves for training every day while we're here in Wisconsin. But this morning I thought I would get up and actually drive him over to the next city over where he's having training so that we could get a coffee together. And while I was doing that, I thought, well, I probably ought to take a minute to talk about caffeine and coffee, and having that after bariatric surgery. A lot of foods, coffee is one of them, can irritate an existing ulcer. And that's why your surgeon does not want you to have coffee right away after surgery, or caffeine right away after surgery. You have all of those places in there that are trying to heal, and if you're irritating those with foods or drink that contains things that irritate your stomach lining, cause more acid production, then you're not allowing that to heal like it needs to heal, and you can actually develop ulcers then at the site of the incisions. I've watched girls on here who have ended up with ulcers because you know, and thank God that they're sharing their story. I'm definitely not criticizing. I think it's awesome that they're sharing their story on here so that we know what to avoid, what to do and what not to do. But one lady I watched had started drinking 5-hour energy drinks, and I think drinking some wine a little bit too soon after surgery, and she ended up with a really bad ulcer that they basically had to cut then that part of her stomach out because they couldn't get the bleeding to stop. It was so bad. So be very careful. But what it is, there are components in coffee, even decaffeinated coffee, that cause more acid production. So my choice was to wait until I felt confident that my stomach was completely healed. The other choice that I've made is to only do iced coffee because I know before surgery that when I would drink hot coffee, it would definitely cause more acid production. As long as I stuck to cold coffee, I didn't have trouble with acid reflux. But when I drank hot coffee, it would be almost instant acid reflux. So I'm going to stick with cold coffee at least for now. I waited until I was 4 months out before I tried anything like that, had any caffeine at all, just because I wanted to make sure, like I said, that I was completely healed. So what I get at Starbucks, I get the Cafe Americano, which is espresso. I get it venti. It's 4 shots of espresso. I get no water added in because I think the Cafe Americano has some water added in. I get an extra splash of coconut milk. So basically what I'm asking them to do, because I get extra ice also, is to put 4 shots of espresso in and fill it the rest of the way up with ice and coconut milk. Then I get 3 shots of sugar-free vanilla in mine, and 1 shot of the cinnamon dolce syrup, I think is what it's called. And I do have them add some stevia. So today I had them just add in 1 packet of stevia. I think I might try 2 again. 2 seemed like it was almost a little bit too sweet, but today this tastes a little bitter, so I'm not sure. But stevia is my preference because it's a natural extract from the monk fruit. So anyways, and then I have them blend that up, and it's really, really good. And then I know I'm getting a drink that's well under 100 calories, that's sugar-free. I mean, I want to say, I'm not sure with this amount of coconut milk, but anyways, very, very, very low calorie. I don't want to guess on exactly how much, but I know it's under 100 calories, and I know that it's going to be sugar-free, and it's not going to cause me to have dumping syndrome or something like that. So any coffee shop that you go into, you can order something like that. So I thought I would share that.